Cheers, boys.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Liquor Run podcast. I'm Knut.
I'm Nick.
And I am Jake.
And today we have a very special episode for you. In lieu of my college graduation, that will be happening the day this video comes out, each one of us has decided to buy one celebratory expensive bottle of our favorite types of liquor, and we're going to each be sampling it and talking about sort of how to drink like a rich person or a real adult maybe. So
okay.
we'll start with Nick. I'll do mine last. Nick, what do you got over there?
I definitely have the cheapest of all of these. I bought Absolut Vodka because it's not that it's so expensive. I think what you said, this was like $28, something like that.
I think I made the liquor run for Nick. I want to say it was 28.
Yeah, something like that. But it's
ours like, combined were 71 and change after tax, and mine
right.
was 40. So yours is like a high 20.
Right. So basically, I mean, it's just my favorite. I wasn't necessarily going for price. I was going for what I know and love.
Right.
And also, to put it in perspective, he has a liter.
Yes.
Yeah, I also have a liter.
He has a liter. Jake and I both have fifths, or 750 milliliter bottles.
Yeah, so mine's definitely by far the cheapest. Because this liter is like $5 cheaper than Jake's, I think.
No, it's the same price.
It's the same price, but yours is
a fifth,
not a liter.
And a fifth means 750 milliliters for
which is a fifth of a gallon.
Fifth of a gallon, yeah. So what do you got, Jake?
I also just want to say that Nick's still it's the cheapest, but the unit price for a handle of that would be $49.
No,
Nick, $49.
Because you multiply it by.
Describe your bottle.
Oh, my bottle. It's the Absolut bottle. You've probably seen it. They have commercials and shit, but it's a very simple bottle. It's just a very tall, elegant bottle, very heavy. It's got a nice silver cap on top.
I like holding it. It is a very heavy glass. It feels a lot heavier than 1 liter.
Super satisfying. Yeah. And then it's got Absolut Vodka written in block blue letters.
It's got a big old A on the back.
Yeah. Oh, right. Forgot about the A. And A period.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got a big old period there too. So and then in script on the front it says one source, one community, one stylish vodka. I think that's a stylish. I can't read it.
Nick's apparently illiterate.
It's script, man. Something about a village in Sweden. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So that's my bottle, Jake. What'd you get? Very interested in this bottle.
I have Gin Lane 1751 Victoria Pink Gin, and it is pink.
It's pink.
The
it's
liquid
pink gin.
Is pink. It's a small batch. This is batch number 4 for the fun out there.
Batch. They labeled the batch numbers.
Yep, batch number 4.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because it's a small batch, they don't produce many of these.
Right. And you got one.
Yep. I've seen it in there for a long time. It was about 28 for the 5th, and it's a very pretty bottle. Like. Canute has the prettiest, obviously, but
I think yours is just because it is pink.
Yeah,
and the label is very, very nice. I really like your label.
Yeah, and it's hard to tell what it's called because Gin Lane 1751 is the same like size as Victoria Pink Gin, so it's just like what is the real name of it? Yeah, but it's has an actual cork.
Yeah, that's fancy.
Mine also has a cork. You can't quite tell because of the wrapping right now, but this is also a cork.
Yeah.
Ha! Fucking screw top little scrub bitch boy.
Okay. That's easier. It's easier.
Normally, when you start seeing corks on your expensive liquors, that's when you know they care a little bit more.
Yeah.
They care. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I've ever seen a vodka with a cork, so don't feel bad.
No, I don't. Why would you do that?
Grey Goose definitely still has a screw top.
Yeah. No, I think Grey Goose.
I don't think it has. Maybe Belvedere or something. Yeah. Has a cork, but.
It also says imported on mine. So you know it's from England.
Mine is not imported, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm holding Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey.
Spelled wrong, by the way.
Bulleit is spelled Bulleit. It's probably a name or something.
Family name.
Yeah, it's probably a family name.
It says the Bulleit family tradition on the front.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's definitely a name.
Yeah. I've probably talked about this several times in the podcast. It is my favorite bourbon. My parents keep it in stock. As I mentioned, it was $40 for a 5th.
So it's adult liquor.
It's adult liquor. Though, again, as I was telling the guys right before we started the podcast, I'm pretty sure at home my parents get a handle for $60. Though the handle of Bulleit might not be $175, it might only be 1.5 liters. even still, like this fifth is like unnecessarily like high priced for the size of
Well, generally fifths are a little bit more.
Well, yeah, I mean
overpriced.
it's going to be obviously you buy a bigger amount and it's cheaper per unit, but still like $60 handle roughly. The other thing about the Bulleit Bourbon though is it is 90 proof.
That is true. You get a little extra bang for your buck.
Yeah, just a little bit, Not that this is something you really drink to get smashed on.
Usually London Dry Gin is 47%.
Mm-hmm.
This one's only 40.
Mm.
Yeah, take a whiff
mostly
of that.
because it's.
Wow. That's something special.
It is
Yeah.
something special.
I can't wait to try.
I love Bulleit.
You see, this podcast might be actually like I was thinking about this. This might be a mess because we're just gonna want to try each other's.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
liquor. So we're gonna end up drinking a bit more than we normally would on this one, which I guess is fine considering.
This smells nice for a vodka.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
why I love Absolut.
God.
I have the imported label on mine, so that's what I'm doing right now. I want to get all
scraping it.
I want to get all the sticky stuff off now.
Yeah, but so this will come out before all that does. But the other day we did record 2 podcasts in one night.
Oh my god.
Which was kind of a mistake, but
I don't even know if we should release the second one. We went for like an hour and we were really trashed by
for
the
an
end.
hour.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
after
the longest
editing, it
podcast
becomes
to
like
date.
50
I was
57
almost
minutes.
blacked out by the end of it.
Yeah, we were really trashed.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, I know I took an extra mixed drink at the first. We won't go into what we did, what we drank, or anything, but
All right.
we'll have a little internal discussion. Take a whiff. Oh, it's very pungent. It's like more
Ooh.
than a normal gin is.
Yeah.
And it smells pretty good.
Oh wait, cork it. I want to take a picture of all of our bottles together.
Oh,
Pass me the
yeah.
cork.
A nice good photo before we ruin it
yeah.
all.
Oh, I forgot to start my timer as we discussed last week.
Oh, make sure you put the zing in it. Just.
Oh yeah.
The cup.
That's a good lineup.
Jules back. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a nice picture. That was a nice picture. Maybe we should make this picture the thumbnail just for this video.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, it was nice. All right, so do we want to take actual shots? I think I'm just gonna pour.
I'll take a shot of mine.
I'm
not gonna take it as a
Light
shot. I'm gonna
shots.
pour it in my glass and like sip from it,
Yeah, I'm gonna
or you take it as a swig.
I'm gonna take a little bit and then see if I want to finish it.
Mine's just vodka, so.
Yeah. It smells warm and inviting.
Smells warm. You want ice? You want
No,
ice?
but like it smells warm and inviting in a good way.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm still probably just gonna take this almost.
It's
all at
definitely
once.
more pink altogether.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it looks very faint.
I mean,
when
a
it's-
lot of colored things, like when you put them in a shot glass, and there's not that much of it. It's dimmer.
Well, we did that when we did a Calypso, right? It came, and in the bottle it kind of looked like a dark yellow.
Yeah.
And then when we poured it into the glass,
It
it,
was
looked
really-
like urine.
Yeah, it looked really
So-
piss colored.
That was pretty bad.
Cheers,
All right.
boys.
Cheers. Yeah. That looked like a very satisfied sigh
So good.
out of commute. Ah,
Would you like a sip?
no thanks, not yet.
No.
I gotta enjoy the absolute. Let it wash over me.
Oh yeah.
Ah, well, how was that, boys?
There's no burn.
No, mine neither.
It isn't a burn. It's like a warm smokiness.
No,
Mm.
bourbon has the worm smokiness.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
Mine has a good palate. I think that's good.
We sound like wine connoisseurs today.
Yeah.
Like talking about all like I want to say your intro almost sounded like ASMR the way you know.
Oh, I
were,
tried to make it
like,
really
yeah, soft and
yeah.
this is what we're
I
doing
wanted to
tonight,
sound
ladies and
NPR-y.
gentlemen. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. I like it. So Jake, what'd you think about your pink gin? You've been talking about this for so long. I mean,
Yeah.
what'd you finally think of it? You didn't.
I
take the
wish
full
I
shot,
wish I-
but still.
Yeah. No, gotta.
All right, and there he goes. Took the rest of it.
Yeah, that's definitely the first time that I, didn't just bang the shot back. I,
Yeah.
swirled it around, took it in
Mhm.
two gulps.
Mm. I definitely held it a little bit longer than normal.
Yeah.
But even so, like the thing with Absolute that I find is that even when you take a shot of it, you get the flavor coming back more and more. You know, like it.
As much as I hate to do this, I think I don't want to spoil your guys' opinions on it because I honestly want to see what you think of it compared to Zing.
Okay.
Before
That's
before
fair.
I tell you.
Okay, that sounds good.
That's
Before I
fair.
tell you my opinion of it.
Mhm.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Sure.
So are we sampling that now?
Do you want to?
Yeah, I guess
I mean,
should
might as
we
well.
should we go around and sample each other's? Oh, or should we have done this in like 3 waves where we just like each take a shot of each of our? Maybe we screwed this up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
too late
well,
now.
Yeah.
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 Well, we'll just get a little bit more drunk than normal
Yeah. Oh well.
because we do have mixed drinks lined up, right? I mean, I know
Maybe
you're
I
probably
think
just gonna...
my mixed drink was probably gonna be on the
Ice.
rocks. Maybe with like a cherry in it.
Okay. So
How about you guys just have 2 half shots?
yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, sure.
Here you go.
Pass me your water. I want to cleanse my palate
Oh yeah, it's a good idea.
because gin and bourbon are not similar
Yeah,
flavors.
they're kind of opposing flavors.
You might want to cleanse your palate too.
Yeah. Well, fucking gin are closer.
Actually, this is the shot glass I was gonna use.
Okay.
I'll do a half shot with
Alright.
you guys.
Oh, well,
Of course
thanks,
you will, Jake.
Thanks.
Wait, Jake, do you want to do a half shot of one of ours?
No, I want to do the gin with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Sounds
He
good.
wants to participate.
I like participating.
This is so cool. It's pink.
I know.
I was saying when we were at lunch that we should try to get other liquors to have the entire gambit of the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah. We were
Because another
not even,
liquor
actually.
Jake was considering getting for today was absinthe. So that would be green.
Were you actually considering getting that, or was that just
Yes, I was. Except the liquor store only sold Marilyn Manson absinthe.
which is
Is it like literally Marilyn Manson's like absinthe brand?
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious.
What the fuck?
I'm really
It's
excited
like
for that.
Manson or something like that.
oh
So-
my god.
and it's like the devil's number percent.
66.6.
Yeah.
That's very strong.
percent? Oh
Yeah.
jeez. All right.
100.
Cheers is
Cheers, boys.
I can't
Wow.
taste the alcohol in that.
yeah, no.
It has a weird tingle on my tongue now.
I feel that. That was really good.
That was
really
so good.
It's like light and fluffy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that didn't taste like a gin at all.
It's such a summery drink. So summery.
Summery gin. That's weird.
I mean, gin is in general summery.
you think so?
It tasted way better the second time around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it not taste good the first time around?
No, it tasted fine the first time around, but I was like, is it worse than the Zing?
Yeah. Tell
Is
us
it
what
bit-
you were
I was
thinking.
like,
before.
like the first. I took the first, finished the first shot.
Mhm.
Then I was like, then it burned a little, but then it was like a nice, like not a burn, like
Mhm.
I could like taste a little bit
Mhm.
more than the normal you can with gin.
Mhm.
Right. So that's why
And-
you didn't want to spoil it because you were
Yeah.
like, oh, that tastes pretty strong. So
No, like I didn't want to be like, I think it's worse than Zing, and then you guys take it and then be like, yeah, I think that was worse than Zing. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
didn't want it. Yeah.
I wanted to see your guys' honest opinions before.
Here's what I think is the difference between this and Zing. This didn't have. I don't think that the flavor was very strong.
Yeah.
There was like no taste of alcohol. Whereas look at the Zing, like I could tell that there was alcohol in it.
yeah.
But Zing also had a very gin flavor. This was very very smooth and subtle and like didn't. It tasted like gin, but it was a lot more subtle.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know which one I like better.
As like the color pink, it was light and fluffy.
Yeah.
Like the color pink. I like that.
Yeah.
Light and fluffy.
I would say it's. I'm almost surprised that it's that strong, because it almost tasted like a flavored vodka would go down. You know, it
like more of
goes
like the
down
35% than
easier.
a 40.
It tastes like it would be weaker. And what is that? Is that 45?
No, it's
It's
40.
40.
It's 40.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it definitely didn't go down like a normal gin would.
Yeah.
Like as far as the burn and then the normal.
Yeah.
And then you like compared to Burnett's and Georgie's, it's
Well, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's obvious. But
Mhm.
well, I mean, I think we were pleasantly surprised with both of them. I want to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you guys aren't gin people, and
No.
and coming
Hey,
into this,
Georgie's gin has yet to come out, Jake.
Oh right,
That's
right.
a backlogged one.
Oh fuck.
So,
right.
Burnett's gin.
Burnett's gin.
Pleasantly surprised us.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't do Fleischmann's gin yet.
Oh,
So,
no, but we've been talking about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want Fleischmann's to sponsor us. Obviously.
Yeah. But at, like...
Wait, has Fleischmann's whiskey come out yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that was last... No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it was number 9.
Alright. So, yeah, no, that was really good.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't know which
No,
was
and
better,
also
Zinger.
coming into it, these guys you've had Burnett's,
Now, we've had Georgie.
Bleep.
Yeah. I can bleep that out.
Yeah. Zing, and now.
I mean,
Chipway.
in my life, I've also had Gordon's.
And
yeah, Gordon's, yeah.
And Gordon's.
Yeah.
And then that's the only gin you really have had experience with. And
It's like 4 or 5 gins.
That's surprising, actually.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good amount of gins.
Yeah.
We've
Compare-
had Fleischmann's before.
Yeah.
Too, so
oh.
that's yeah,
Six.
that wasn't good. So like yeah, we've had 6 or so gins. I thought Zing was my favorite of them all. That is good. That's good, but
really
it
good.
doesn't taste like when I took that I
Yeah.
didn't think gin.
Yeah.
You know, like when I had Zing,
Mm.
I could taste it.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it had a very full gin taste.
Mm.
You know, that seems like it's more again like a flavored vodka, kind of weaker.
It's
you know?
a flavored gin, if you will.
Yeah.
Flavored
Except
gin, but it's not flavored.
except it is just the gin.
Right.
I don't know how they got it pink. It must be with the herbs they soaked in it.
Mm.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But that is, I mean, it was just very, very light.
Yeah.
Gins usually aren't that light.
Yeah. I think I would prefer the Zing also.
Yeah.
But that is definitely worth
Wow.
trying.
The Zing also made 2 of us black out, so, you know,
Wait,
What are you
was the
getting over
Zing
there?
40%? I forget.
oh yeah.
Yes, it was 40%.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I need to. So the Zing we keep on talking about was Zing 72 that we got a month or 2
I think
ago.
we've talked about it, but we've never had, you never, like, brought the bottle out and looked at
It has this weird like alchemist
Yeah.
potion.
It looks
bottle.
like a chemistry flask.
Yeah.
And it's Alembic Craft Botanical Gin.
Mhm.
It's very. It's definitely more experimental gin. I feel
Mhm.
like.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I don't know if you would consider it, like, a high-class good gin,
Exactly.
you know? Because actually, to add another one to the list, I've had Bombay Sapphire, which is pretty good gin, as far as I would say. I think that's still better, though, the Zing.
The Zing.
Yeah.
I
It's probably
really
much
like it.
harder to find, but
It,
still.
it tastes odder, if
Yeah.
you will. Like
Yeah. It
it-
has a
it-
very unique flavor.
Going into them like, this tastes like gin, this is gonna taste like gin, and it tasted like a lot like gin. So,
and it tasted way better than you've ever expected gin
Oh, yeah.
to taste.
good gin. It tasted like good gin.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you know, drinking Burnett's where I'm like, oh, this is gin.
This
This is
is
gonna
gin.
taste like gin. It's
Yeah.
gonna be bad.
All right. So I think we should each take like a half shot of the other 2 also.
Yeah, I think so too.
And then talk about it for the same amount of time that we've been doing.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck it.
let's-
This is a free-form podcast.
Yeah, it's a little
today.
more freeform.
Let's go with the Absolute. I want to
You
end
wanna
on
know the
this.
Absolute?
Yeah.
I think
We're
that's
going to
a
go
good idea.
up. Well, I guess not really up in price because these 2 are roughly the same price. Well, actually, Absolute would be the cheapest, but Bulleit is, again, noticeably more expensive.
Oh yeah, definitely the most expensive thing we have here tonight. So pour these nice.
Yeah,
I'll take a full.
to do like a spoiler for like probably a half a year from now, I'm most likely gonna get Hendrick's, which is the most expensive gin you can buy in your local liquor store.
Like, this isn't half a shot. This is a bit more than half a shot. Whatever.
Yeah, you're getting a full shot.
We're getting trashed. It's like a 2/3, 3/4 shot, but actually it's pretty close to full. It's
Okay.
like 80%.
Alright.
Now on to good vodkas.
Absolute vodka. It's nice.
It's nice, right?
Sorry.
It's nice. There's
That
no
was my bad
aftertaste.
There's no aftertaste. There's no burn.
No nothing.
I mean, think about listeners. You know, when we've done different vodkas in the past,
We're always like, at least one person's
There's
like,
like- there's a sputter. There's a usually a pause.
Mhm.
Usually a couple sighs, like, oh, what are we doing to ourselves? But that was just, you know,
yeah, that was really
it.
nice.
that was nice.
Yeah.
No, there's really no burn to it.
Yeah. I mean, again, also most of the
messed it up
vodkas
a
we
little
do
at college.
are like
No, that happens.
$15 handles, and again, when I said $49 for handle, that was the exact unit price. Like if
Right,
it
up
was
to least.
so
So
most
it would
likely
be more like 45,
42 even maybe.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Thank you.
honestly, I mean, I forget what I got. I got at one point a handle of Absolute Citron,
Yeah.
and it was maybe a little cheaper than that. It was maybe like 37, 38. I think you might have bought me that, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was Jake that bought me that.
Yeah,
Though
no,
I
that was-
think-
I'm pretty
I
sure
think
I'm
their
the
flavored
one who
ones
bought
are
all
also-
of your Absolute.
No, my brother bought it for me at one point. But,
No, like during college.
yeah, he brought it for me at one point during college.
Oh,
That's when I first had Absolute, was my brother bought it for me. So, freshman year, this is a little bit of a story. Freshman year, I went to the liquor store with Jake. I sat in the car, and I'm just like, here you go. Here's my money. Get me, I think I just said, like, probably a flavored vodka and a liter of Absolute.
Yeah.
And you come back, and you're just like, yeah, I just decided to get you a handle. And you just handed me a handle of Absolute Citron. I'm just like, I guess this is happening. It took me
Yeah.
so fucking long to go through that too.
Mhm.
Like, it just sat in my closet.
I think that was
forever.
one of my first times buying too.
Maybe.
Because that would have been when I just turned 21.
Yeah. So you hand it to me. I'm just like, oh, fuck. Okay, Jake. Like this is gonna happen.
Well,
But-
think about it. It would have been about the same anyway.
Yeah. No, that's true. But
And me thinking.
oh
that
yeah,
was-
you didn't get me anything else
Yeah.
because I asked for 2 things, and then you just got me the handle.
No, I think they were out of like everything else too.
Probably.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably.
I don't know how you can be out of every vodka.
Well,
No,
I
it was
probably
like-
asked for something like.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yes.
think you specifically asked for like. No, I think if we scroll back on our text, we could probably find it.
That sounds
I
like a
don't know.
lot
That
of
sounds like a
actual-
lot of work. Yeah.
But it would probably just like. I think you probably asked for New Amsterdam, like a specific New Amsterdam, and they were out of the New Amsterdam, and they were also out of the Absolute regular.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
no, yeah, I
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
were
yeah.
out of the absolute regular, but
And
that's
then,
okay.
and then it was just like they were both out of these, and I'm just like,
hmm
and then you answered me, I'm just like, yeah, just get a flavored
Yeah.
handle then,
Oh, you got
or
me.
a flavored liter, I think you said, and I'm just like,
Probably.
you gave me this, so I might as well get you this.
Well, you got me to experience flavored absolutes. So,
hmm
not my favorite flavored vodka, I gotta say.
I
Definitely,
believe that.
flavored vodka. I'm not the biggest fan of.
Yeah.
In general, it's just not that good.
hmm
But flavored absolute, I don't know what it is. I'm also not the biggest fan of flavored New Amsterdam, which is another one of my favorite just plain vodkas.
Svedka does the best at flavored, I think.
Svedka is and that's not saying much
Yeah,
because their
true.
flavors are kind of crap too. But
They got the jalapeno one.
They
Still-
do.
Still got to do that
Stole
short.
Short pending.
Stoli does the best at flavor.
I've never really experienced Stoli flavors.
Yeah, me neither.
I know they have a lot of them, and they're
Smirnoff has
fairly-
pretty decent flavors, I think.
Smirnoff does too.
They're
Yeah.
pretty mainstay flavors too, like orange,
Right.
Yeah.
black raspberry.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Svedka just has a shit.
Yeah,
ton.
that's the
There's
thing.
so many different.
Svedka
flavors.
has been too busy wondering if they can, and they should be wondering if they should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they like that. Like I think the first flavored vodka I ever had was lemon Svedka,
Mhm.
and it wasn't good. It really wasn't good. So
It's kind of hard to screw up like citron vodkas and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm just not the biggest fan of citron. I would say probably if I had to guess, if I had to put an actual name on it, I would say either New Amsterdam or Svedka is my favorite flavor. But again, I wouldn't buy flavored
Mhm.
Yeah.
that often. You
Yeah,
know?
okay, the problem with flavored vodkas is that they're slightly lower percentage.
Yeah, it's the other thing.
Yeah.
35%. I'm not paying money for
And
that
they're
shit.
like kind of more expensive. Too,
They're
aren't they? A
almost
little bit more
always not available in handles. You almost always have to get a liter.
Yeah.
Or they're I think they're $1 cheaper than a regular liter usually.
Are they? They're
I
usually
think for
cheaper.
Sky that is. At
I've-
least.
Oh, I totally
Sky
forgot
makes
about Sky.
flavored?
Yeah, they do.
Really?
Yeah.
I just hate Sky. I
Yeah.
hate Sky. I'd
Sky's
rather
not-
drink
I've only
Fleischmann's.
had Sky twice, and that was
You'd rather.
I got a handle
Sky's a
of
little bit
raspberry.
higher. Like
No, Sky's like at Svedka level
yeah,
pricing.
but
Yeah.
you'd rather drink Fleischmann's than
I
it?
hate Sky.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Guess we have to do Sky at some point.
Fuck you.
no, I don't. I don't.
Good thing
Out of-
you-
out of
good thing
price
you're
range.
graduating.
I think their handle is out of price.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because again, it would be
Probably.
like 22 or 23.
Yeah. That's a good thing you're graduating anyway. you
Yeah.
know. Shh. By the way, congratulations. This
Yeah.
is coming out. By this time on Thursday, you will be graduating.
Yay!
You sound
Yay.
thrilled.
I'm
Woo!
not. I don't want to graduate.
You're
I
done
like
with
college.
everything done.
I like college too much.
Yeah, well,
college.
I wish we had some champagne. We should have gotten a little mini bottle. Like a
Well,
little mini bottle
what's
just
up
to pop
soon
it.
is something way better than champagne.
What?
Bulleit Bourbon.
Bulleit
Oh,
Bourbon.
well, no. I mean just for the sound bite, you know.
True.
Oh,
No,
that's true.
I don't think Okay, so me and Nick were talking earlier. Canute, do you prefer Stoli or Absolute?
Don't know if I've ever really had Stoli.
And now we know you've had Absolute.
Yeah.
Just watch you take it.
That's definitely the most expensive vodka I've ever had.
Okay.
Really? You've never had like Grey Goose or?
My
Really?
parents don't keep expensive vodkas around. Every once in a while, a
Uh-huh.
Grey Goose will pop in like for a party.
Right.
I've never like had it while it's
That's
there.
true. The only time I've ever had it was at like a party, a family party.
Yeah.
And that's just because
I
like
think
special
my
occasion.
family bought it once for me or something. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's great.
Usually it comes up at our New Year's party, so I'm excited.
They're usually it's usually there around New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents always are like liquor people, so like they bought Grey Goose thinking it price is good.
Oh, so
Yeah,
they didn't know
Yeah.
like what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
they're just like, let's buy the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
and
they're not like
maybe
the
it'll be
most
the best
expensive thing, but just like within range of like something that was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this looks like good for its price.
Right,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's also got a very like expensive looking bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
also
so-
it's a nice bottle.
How much does Grey Goose cost? I've always known it's just the most expensive vodka.
I don't know. I
No,
think
it's
the
not the
big
most
bottles are like
expensive
70
vodka.
maybe.
What would be the most expensive vodka? That's not like
Yeah, like-
151.
Like some, or things that we've never heard of.
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull goes pretty high.
True.
Dan Aykroyd has a vodka?
Yeah, Crystal Skull.
Yeah, the
That's
Crystal Skull is like $45 for a fifth.
Really?
But the thing is, like, Grey Goose
You buy
like
it for
also
the
comes in like
Right.
I think Grey Goose's big bottle is 2 liters. Also,
I think you're right. Yeah, those bottles are huge.
they're huge. They're definitely
Yeah,
2 liters.
They're definitely not a full. Not
No,
a
they're
handle.
Yeah.
tall.
They're still
they're
big.
still
I'm
pretty
pretty sure
wide.
they're 2 liters.
Like if I had a, they're wider.
They're-
Yeah, no,
wider
it's
than
it's
the-
just
Twice the
this,
size of
just
that
like
liter.
this big, so it's like 175.
No, it's
I don't think
definitely
so.
twice the size of that bottle. It's
Yeah.
definitely a 2 liter.
It's definitely. I've never actually seen. I've only ever seen pictures of them because why the fuck would anyone we know ever have a 2-liter bottle of Grey Goose? But like it's bigger than this.
Yeah.
So I'm
Mhm.
holding the Absolute.
Yeah.
Ciroc is also really expensive.
Ciroc is really expensive. It's not as expensive as Grey Goose. It's also not as good.
They also make flavored.
Yeah, that's true. Their big ones are the flavors. Actually, I will say that my favorite flavored vodka was green apple Ciroc.
I've had that before. It's really good.
It is pretty good, yeah.
Mm.
So if I had to go with one, I forgot about that. But that's expensive as shit. So
Yeah, like that.
Like,
usually
that's
you
not
buy
worth
like a
it.
$3.75 and it's $18.
yeah, that's not worth it at all.
Yeah.
That's like you're having a special occasion and you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna ball out for this one.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
yeah.
drink like P Diddy, you know.
If I'm gonna have a special occasion, I'm not gonna ball out for Ciroc. I'm gonna ball out for like Bulleit.
Yeah, or just more vodka.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah. Or ball out for some gin now.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's gotta be
now-
like a celebration for
But
that.
now
It's
you
a
know,
celebration.
like now you know, like, oh, I feel like
I'm pouring out the Bulleit.
having something to surprise people with.
No, I'm
You
gonna
just pull out
actually
pink
pour
gin,
half
yeah.
shots for this
Pull out pink gin and
because
Sorry,
well, no, because it's it's 90 proof, so
that's true.
I don't need us to be like dying yet. Maybe I'll give myself a little more.
well, it's only 40. That's only 45%, so it's not anything.
It's true.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, also he had a liter and I have a fifth.
In
So
one night, I drank almost a full bottle of Beefeater, 375 Beefeater.
that was the other night.
Yeah, that was the other night.
you had beef.
When
eater
he was
recently?
making this, when you saw the Snapchat of that I
Oh,
sent you of the snowman.
He had beef eater that night.
Yeah, he had there it is. Yeah, it's a little
Little
Jake
flask.
just pulled it out of his drawer. It's a little
Yeah.
flask-shaped 375 bottle of Beefeater gin.
How much was this?
Like 15, I think.
It was
But
that
it,
much?
like
I thought it was maybe like 12 or something.
no, but it bought at the Mons.
But it's
Oh.
47%.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's
yeah, oh, yeah, that's a good point.
47%,
Yeah.
and also like it's a nice flask.
It
Yeah.
is. It is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
nice looking bottle.
Yeah,
It's very,
it's-
very simple, very
Like
clean.
this can
Mhm.
go like I now that I have a couple of good looking bottles of gin.
Mm-hmm.
While we're pulling out my bottles of gin, I guess I'll pull out my favorite.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I had it a long time ago.
What the fuck is? I've never seen. Jake, I've been living with you for 3 months. I've never seen this before.
It's got a cork. That's how
Brooklyn.
you know it's good.
It's It's got a medallion on this thing.
What's the name of it?
Brooklyn Gin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. Hand-cracked juniper berries and fresh citrus peels.
It's
Artisan distilled gin. That looks good.
But now you see what
That's
I
a
have.
really nice bottle.
Yeah.
Describe the bottle to our listeners.
It's another small batch gin. Oh, the medallion's slightly off-centered. I just fucking noticed that. Look at it.
I know.
Let me take.
You might be able to push it.
Oh yeah.
That's alright. It's still a good-looking bottle.
Yeah, it's still in that. That's gonna bother. It's gonna go like this. It's sideways. It's gonna go sideways. So
The side is the nice part, though. Oh,
Yeah.
look at that. It's like a book.
Yep.
Oh, it says
it's got
Brooklyn
like a-
Gin going up the side of the bottle like the spine of a book.
Yeah, it's like a very rectangular.
I'd also like to
almost
point
a
out that
flask.
this Brooklyn Gin bottle, as well as the Bulleit Bourbon, the actual glass of the bottle says the name of it.
Yeah.
Like
That's
this
when you
says
know.
Bulleit
It's very
Bourbon Frontier Whiskey. Like that is in the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you know you're starting getting like good.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
They're spending money on their. But yeah,
how much did that cost?
my parents bought it for me for Christmas.
Really?
A couple. Not last year.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like you can probably hear.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cork.
That's
Yeah.
a nice noise. Make sure to amplify that in editing.
Oh, don't you
Oh,
mean you?
Yeah, no, I was making note to myself.
But no, it's now that I have 4 good looking bottles of gin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually have 5. I have this very nice looking bottle of Beefeater. It's in red and has like a very like veiny like
Yeah.
leaf design throughout it.
You need to get a Bombay
It was-
Sapphire. Those are really good looking bottles.
Those are good looking bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I threw away. I tossed it.
Yeah, my parents have a handled Bombay Sapphire just sitting out in the liquor cabinet, like right in the front.
I'm raising my
It's
eyebrows a
beautiful.
lot at Nick
Yeah.
right now.
Why?
I'm just like, nice.
It's good stuff. Yeah.
Um,
And it looks great too. Like right on the front,
Yeah.
right at the front of the shelf. It looks
Mm.
perfect.
but now this looks better.
But how much would a handle of Bombay Sapphire cost? I mean, like
A lot
55 maybe.
more.
Probably more
38, I believe.
per
Really?
handle.
38, 40, I think.
Really,
Is
that's
that cheap? I thought Bombay Sapphire is like pretty
no,
up there.
Hendrix is.
Well, like 38 for a handle. I mean, if a handle of Bulleit costs $60,
Yeah.
you know.
Nah, but a fifth of Bombay still costs 28, 40, or 28, 32, I think.
Okay. So
Really?
it would be more similarly priced like Absolute then.
That's
No,
news.
but
They're
it's
a
a
lot.
fifth.
Yeah, I know. Oh, true, because that was a liter. Yeah, so yeah, maybe more like $50 then
Hmm.
for a handle.
Interesting. That's news. I thought it was more expensive than that.
I think a movie theater is a.
Movie theater.
The
Yeah.
liquor store
I
by the
always
movie theater.
Oh,
I don't know the name of liquor store. It
I
just
thought
says
you were
wine
talking
and
about a
liquor.
type of gin. That was
No, I just always call it movie theater because it's
Yeah.
by the movie theater.
It also doesn't have a very distinct name.
Exactly.
It's just
Yeah.
like whatever wine and liquor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
So you're just like the one by the movie theater.
right, yeah. So what are you gonna display all those, Jake?
I feel like they would like imagine like the top, like the very top of the bookcase where nothing goes.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
like above the shelf. And
couple,
just-
couple nice empty bottles.
like filled with marbles or something.
Colored sand.
Colored
That
sand.
would be a good idea.
Bones of small
Colored
animals.
sand to make it the colors of the Powerpuff Girls.
There you go.
Okay, so we don't need colored bottles. We just need colored
sand.
Perfect.
Of course.
Perfect. How could we be so naive?
Oh, fill it with human hair so you can have Charlie's Angels.
Let's not.
Oh.
Right.
my
we're talking-
last 2 sentences have both been horrifyingly creepy.
We talked about at lunch how you would get a couple bottles looking like Charlie's Angels, blonde, brunette, and redhead.
Yeah.
I don't know if we reached a conclusion. I don't think you
Yeah,
can unless it's Absolute because they just go nuts with the colors.
Yeah.
I mean absinthe.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Absolute.
Absinthe or wine.
Or absinthe, as
Oh.
Jake calls it.
Abstinence.
Absinthe.
All right. Are we gonna take this is the bullet?
It's been out long enough, boys.
All right.
All right.
Congratulations, Canute.
Thanks,
Congrats.
guys.
Had more burn than I thought it would,
Well, I mean,
but like a
It's-
warm kind of.
yeah. Like the last 2, we didn't really taste the alcohol. whiskey people like to taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still taste it, but like there's a lot of the other flavors in there. It's like real smoky and stuff.
It builds it up.
Yeah.
I would say if I drank whiskeys more,
Mhm.
I think I would understand that better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely, I would say whiskeys and bourbon just in general are the more layered, you know, intense flavors. That
They're
you would
the
normally get.
ogres of liquors.
Yeah.
They've got
like,
layers. The more you
Yeah.
peel them, the more they
Oh,
stink.
what about brandies?
I don't really know
brandies
brandy.
aren't
I don't
like-
think any of us have. I've never had a brandy.
I've
I've
had it
had
once,
a brandy, yeah, once
but
or
like
twice
at a
maybe.
party.
It was like my dad, the wineries on Long Island, they make like brandies, and that's kind of just their like, this
Yeah.
is we made this from the byproducts of the wine, and
Yeah.
so I think the one my dad's got it like twice.
Mhm.
It's grappa. It's called grappa.
Yeah.
That's the type of brandy it is. I think it's 100 proof, 110 proof.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, and it's like clear and it's very strong, very good. You're supposed to drink it after dinner or something like that.
In
It's-
Italy, they say that
it's a
it puts hair on your
digestivo.
chest.
Yes. It's,
Because it's 100 or 110 proof.
yeah, and they only really drink wine.
Yeah, so,
So-
they go from wine to fucking grappa.
Right, yeah.
No in between.
But like
Fucking Italians.
the first one that he got was like, oh my god, it was like nail polish remover. That shit, it was so, you could smell it as soon as you
Okay.
took the cork off the bottle. The second one, let me finish.
Yeah.
The second one was much better.
Mhm.
Like it tasted, you could taste it was a hint of sweetness. You know,
Mhm.
it still burned, but it was, you know, nice and smooth, sweet. You could taste the grapes.
We haven't much talked about our first introductions to liquor.
Mine was brief.
Before we do that, should we
Oh,
make
yeah,
drinks?
No,
Oh.
like let's discuss Bull a little bit more before.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Bulleit.
I gotta.
I'm creating a like it's my child.
No, I don't mean to offend you.
No,
I'm
that's
not a
fine.
bourbon person.
No, yeah.
It's a little expensive for my taste.
Yeah, again, I like having in mind what I thought like a handle cost. 40 was definitely higher than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I heavily considered buying other things, but then decided I wanted to go with something I knew because it would be something I could talk about.
Yeah.
This is also, I mean, this is your podcast, Canute.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, again, like 40 for a fifth. I was expecting maybe more like 37 for a liter,
yeah.
Makes sense.
but you know.
Yeah, it's a little too expensive for my taste. Like knowing like Heaven Hill, not like
Yeah.
different price ranges,
Yeah.
but in comparisons for price.
Yeah, no, it's
I
really.
I think Jake. I think if you told a like whiskey person,
Mhm.
you just compared Heaven Hill to Bulleit Bourbon, you would get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I probably would, but if bringing up price, we're college students, so price is a factor. If you want bourbon, we can't say Heaven Hill enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously.
that's. I mean, yeah, we really can't.
Yeah.
If you're a college student, if
Yeah.
you have a job and you have some money, you know,
Yeah, definitely have.
No, the
bottles
Bulleit's
around.
flavor comes out better.
I would say
Oh yeah.
the
Real
most
smooth.
expensive thing you can do in liquor
Mm.
is get into whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Because like that, I mean, you get whiskeys
No,
that
Scotch.
are 200. Well, Scotch is
Oh,
kind of
it's
broken
a type
there.
of whiskey.
Yeah, like if you get into whiskeys, most likely you're gonna be drinking some Scotch.
Like
too.
like realistically, Bulleit and Makers, and Ironweed and Knob Creek,
Mhm.
they're for whiskeys. They're considered mid shelf.
Right, because I mean, you get Blue Label, you get
Yeah.
fucking it's got a weird name.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny
Johnny
Walker
Walker's-
it would not be considered
No.
mid shelf. They would be considered like bottom mid shelf.
Yeah, they're pretty low, Johnny Walker.
I
What is
thought
it?
it was high.
Like-
Shit, what's the name of that?
No,
really-
see, you think it is, but for whiskey, they're not at all.
I'm looking this up.
Well, Johnny Walker will have some small batch ones, like Johnny Walker Black. Is
Oh, yeah, no, that's
is
what I'm
a
talking
is a
about.
good
Yeah.
whiskey.
I'm looking up. There's this one whiskey that I've heard about that I want to say the
But
name of.
like
but I wanna get
Jim
right.
Beam, like think about Jim Beam and its pricing. It's gonna be like
Jim Beam is bottom, upper, lower shelf.
Yeah, no, Jim Beam is like kind of the floor of whiskey. Like obviously there are like Heaven Hill and like Fleischmann's whiskey and shit, but that doesn't even really count. Like Jim Beam is the floor of like real whiskey.
Doers is another one.
Dewar,
It's really pretty high up there.
Bushmills, Tullamore Dew.
Mm-hmm.
Those would all be like probably like bottom mid. They'd be
Have I discussed about the $2,000 dollar price bottle of gin?
How
I
much?
think so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we told. Yeah.
Yeah. It's called the Angel Share, pretty much.
The angel share.
Because when you distill gin, you get the 47% that goes in
Yeah.
here, and then the more expensive gin has the other 40%,
Hmm.
and then this gin somehow captures that last 3%.
So it's a super concentrated good,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, like it's stuff that you're not supposed to get when you're distilling.
Right.
Yeah. I know. I think it was Jim Beam for a little while was doing a limited run of something called the Devil's Cut because
Mhm.
when you age whiskeys, you put it in the barrel, and then the barrel absorbs some of the whiskey, so you lose some of it, and that's
Yep.
what's known as the Devil's Cut. They basically with modern technology can kind of squeeze that last part out,
Yeah.
and it's super oaky and smoky because it was like
Sitting
soaked
in wood.
Yeah, sitting in the wood, and so they did it for a limited time. It was like a very high end.
Yeah, I
bottle.
saw the commercials for those.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this whiskey? I forget.
But then I think I can't. In your average liquor store, you can't find anything between like that $2,000 thing and Hendrix.
Well, your average liquor store, you probably can't find that $2,000 thing.
Happy
Yeah,
Van
no,
Winkle.
you have to. There's a backlog for it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure.
They only can make like 30 bottles a year or something.
Yeah, because it's very time consumptive, and there's just literally not that much of it.
Yeah, Happy Van Winkle whiskey. Who's the? I'm reading a blog about it. I think.
No offense. Most whiskeys are just named after like one person, like Jack Daniels,
Happy
Evan,
Van Winkle.
Evan
That's a person's
Williams,
name.
Jim Beam. Do you know what I'm saying?
That is a.
Ah, well,
person's
you
name, I
got
guarantee.
Maker's Mark, you got Bulleit, you got I guess
No, but Bulleit's
Bushmills is
Bulleit's
probably
a
in it.
family.
Yeah, true. Knob Creek is not. Again, Ironweed is not.
Happy Van Winkle, family reserve 23-year, sold for the most expensive bottle of whiskey ever recorded in an auction in Japan or Hong Kong for $628,000. I think a liter of this stuff
I think that's
Damn.
great. I think that's coming close to some of the wine prices.
of like the like record-setting
Why-
wines probably.
yeah, probably, yeah.
That's I mean
Record-setting wines are
ridiculous.
millions.
Yeah, I mean, if you could just, how do you have that much money to buy a single
I don't
bottle
know.
of that stuff that
They're
you're not going to
milli-
drink?
They're
Yeah.
billionaires.
I mean, that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think that stuff is. I mean, if you go to a whiskey bar, that stuff's got to be $1,000 a glass.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if not more.
Mhm.
They don't.
That's insane.
Okay, you go to a whiskey bar, they might have it in stock.
They might. You gotta go to really high class ones.
Yeah.
You gotta go to like an invite only liquor store.
Yeah, like that's
the invite only bar.
bar. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Where
insane.
like the cover charge is like $1,000.
Right. But that's what I mean. Like the most expensive thing you can get into is get into whiskeys.
Yeah.
If not wines,
Yeah.
wines more because there's just so
there's
many
such
wines.
and such a
No,
high
well,
ceiling.
If you're
Yeah.
a wine connoisseur.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well, like my
like a whiskey connoisseur, but I feel
Like-
like liquor drinkers more want to like taste it. Like
Yeah.
wine connoisseurs still want to taste it, but they'd rather be like, I own this.
I guess
Yeah.
I don't know.
you think the guy that bought that in Hong Kong is being like, I'm gonna drink, I taste this. He's like, no, I'm putting this in a fucking safe. It's cost me over $500,000.
That's
No,
true.
he's like, okay,
He's like, I bought this and this is my claim to fame. I bought a 628 grand. You know,
I'm sure if you have that kind of money
whiskey.
to throw around, you have other claims to fame.
Probably, but
yeah,
just
no,
like
I would
in the whiskey community. 'Cause
I
there is
would
one.
I would
Yes,
save
there
that
is.
for like an accomplishment.
But that raises the question.
Yeah.
What accomplishment is good enough to warrant opening a $628,000 bottle of liquor?
Winning a presidential election.
That's probably it.
Winning a presidential election, making your first billion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cracking the 3 comma club,
Yeah, I can't imagine anything
begging
else.
Marilyn Monroe.
That's probably that actually probably would be a pretty good one, but I don't know what else like.
I know, but like
I can't think of anything that I will ever achieve in my life, you know, aside from maybe having kids that like would warrant $620,000.
Kids are terrible. They don't warrant anything. They warrant cheap alcohol to make me forget that I have kids.
Okay, all right. I would say maybe warranting getting a kid into college.
No,
and not for
the
them,
last
for
one
me.
the last one moving out.
Yeah. Not for them. For me.
Yeah.
You know, that would be good. But that's just oh my god. That's you like you said. The wine people, when you buy $1 million bottle of wine, you're gonna get to have it. You're not gonna drink it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they say it's a 23-year age thing. That thing's probably 50, 60 years old.
Yeah.
It's been just changed hands. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's so most expensive whiskey in the world. But it's an interesting conversation. I mean, it's something like if you have money and you're like, I want to be prestigious with my liquor.
I don't think they age gin. I don't think
it's probably like vodka. They don't.
Yeah.
It's probably just. It's less the aging, where whiskey and rum are more the aging process that helps.
Yep.
It's probably just the distilling process that makes it good.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we gonna make drinks?
Yeah, we probably should do that.
All right, go grab me some ice.
Alright, grab me the tonic as well.
Oh, you gotta take your fucking bar set.
Oh, you're right. I should put that. Where is it?
In my closet.
As soon as we're done here, I gotta put it in my backpack.
Jake, did you put water in this?
I did.
No.
Because only. Yeah.
Oh shit.
We gotta be careful with that.
I didn't really think about that.
So our
like
our
six-
16 ice cube thing, ice tray.
6 of them were empty, so I went to fill it up, but like, they haven't fully frozen yet.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
Yeah. Do you guys want ice too, or can I like really hoard it?
Alright.
I'll take 2.
Okay, so I can take a 4th.
2 cubes.
So,
yes.
okay, so for our listeners, the most famous mixed drink you can have with gin is a gin and tonic.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have lemon. What would be the most famous mixed drink for
Vodka.
Shots.
Yes.
I said mixed drink.
Or martini for both
I was
gin
thinking
and...
lemonade.
I know you said mixed drink, but
I was thinking lemonade.
Oh,
jungle
screwdriver?
juice.
Jungle
Oh
juice?
yeah, less screwdriver probably. Yeah, you're right. Which is I think it's cranberry juice actually.
No, orange juice.
Orange juice.
You're right. Yeah. So a vodka with juice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sipping on gin
No,
and juice.
lemonade, cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Yo, can you
No,
pass me
not
the cherries?
Not sodas. Like
No, you don't mix soda with
Yeah.
vodka usually unless you're making what
Unless
I'm
you're
making.
pour.
B&T.
Unless you forget to buy actual juice, you have to go to the vending machine like we do every single time.
Almost every single time.
Yeah.
Almost every single time.
Almost.
And our tonic is out.
Oh shit, these are my last 2 cherries.
So for those
I
of you,
just used the correct amount then.
yeah, perfect. So yeah, for those of you who haven't picked up on this yet, our semester's pretty much over here. So
Yeah.
it's good that we're going through all of our...
There's technically 2 days of finals left, but neither of us have, or none of us have anything to do on them.
Nope.
Oh, look at that. That's a nice.
Honestly, this
Oh.
pink tinted gin and tonic is
It's
actually
such a-
getting me hard.
It's such a faint tint of pink.
It's beautiful.
I gotta run outside and show the girls.
That's incredible. Yeah, he's gonna go. We're gonna have our mixed drinks and talk about them, right, Canute?
That we are. We
So-
didn't fully close the fridge.
Oh, you know what? There's shit in the way. This is a college dorm. Come on. All right. What'd you make?
I mixed it with ice and 2 cherries.
So, that's just a whiskey sour, but just whiskey.
No, because there's no sour in it.
Right.
It's just whiskey with cherries.
It's just a whiskey with cherries. Yeah. How do you like it?
It's so good. I love Bulleit.
Yeah. Bulleit. Oh, I
Bulleit.
would love to try it. Thank you. You
You're
should try
welcome.
this.
Can you say that?
Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah.
Ooh, vodka tonic.
Isn't that cool?
Vodka tonic, right? Yeah.
Say hi to the audience, girls.
What, this is happening still?
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
recording here.
Oh.
God.
Does anyone else want to try whiskey on the rocks?
Yeah. It's good.
Wait,
It's
whiskey on the
good
rocks?
bourbon.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the $40 bottle of bourbon with ice and 2 cherries.
Where did you get cherries?
He
From my-
bought them
Cherries.
from Stop and
My
Shop,
jar of
I'm
cherries.
assuming. So that is, I'm just marveling at how beautiful that
Oh my god.
Jake's drink is.
I know, it's really good. Cool, actually.
So
Yeah, Lindsay, definitely the smoothest thing you've ever had that's 45% alcohol.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We don't.
Sure.
We're just passing all these around.
Oh, just
Wait,
pass
why
them
not
around.
all
these
the
two?
germs. Here, take
I
that.
want to try Jake's first.
Ooh, that's good.
That's
B&T.
really good.
Should we introduce the girls to the audience?
And we can. Do they want
I
us
mean, I've already been mentioned, so.
You've both been mentioned.
I have two?
to? That's great.
Yeah, probably. For
Probably,
being
yeah.
a dirty ginger.
Hold on,
Oh,
Nick.
Lindsay is ginger. For those of you who didn't pick up on that.
You can take a bigger sip.
Dennis is asshole.
That's good.
Why Charlie hate?
So, yeah, this is the
Good,
most
what is
people
it?
we've ever had talk on a
Gin and
podcast
tonic.
before. This is
Yes.
weird.
Yeah.
That's
Fair.
it.
We've had 4, never 5.
It's the
Yeah.
it's the pink gin.
So we have Krista and Lindsay in here. They're sitting in on this podcast just to look at how nice of a color Jake's drink is.
Yeah.
Because for this is probably I'm gonna say I really wish we had video for this,
Yeah.
but that wouldn't come out on video. It's
It's-
so
yeah,
Wouldn't do
it's
it
so
justice.
faint.
It wouldn't do it justice.
No.
Yeah.
it's so faint, so perfectly pink for
Yeah.
a drink. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's just
It's definitely something you would serve to someone and be like, that looks really nice.
Yeah. You can make that as a bartender, people
Yep.
will be impressed, and you're just like, I just mixed gin and tonic.
Yeah. Yeah, oh,
So-
these are the last 2 cherries, Lindsay. You can drink the cherry juice if you want. I have a feeling that
believe
might be
you.
like the single most caloric thing you could drink, just straight cherry
Yeah,
juice.
you might be right.
See,
No, but anyway,
So-
if you two want afterwards, you can try some of the gin.
I would love to.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
Both
very
of both
There's
of them
only 2
rated
grams
it.
of sugar.
It's
Oh,
not
it's
gin.
2
It's-
grams of sugar cherry.
Both of them said it's not gin.
but that doesn't account for how much sugar's in the cherry juice.
Have you
Lindsay.
either of you two had gin before?
Yeah.
Have you had
Straight
gin straight? Yeah.
That's the question.
Actually, probably not.
I don't know.
You both have had gin at parties, but have you
Yeah.
had?
I don't
like
think I've
just
had straight gin
straight.
before.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if I had, but I can't remember a time.
Yeah.
They
So
they might be. This would be. Do you want to do it now?
Oh god. I don't know.
that's on the podcast. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah. We're
I
not.
but-
will. Just give me some water
Okay.
because I have way too much alcohol in my mouth.
Yeah.
There's like
Oh.
a lot of mixing.
Yeah, we
tastes.
did toss around 3
Yeah.
very different mixed drinks.
Yeah.
So we haven't even talked about what we did that much. So
Oh, I said it many
so,
times.
Yeah, no, Canute does. But so Jake just made a pink gin and tonic.
Yeah.
I made a vodka tonic and lemon juice. So-
you two want half shots or full?
Yeah.
Actually,
half
should I
shot
put
is
some
here.
lemon
I have
juice
to
in
work
mine
an
also?
hour and a half.
Get a little, make it a little more
Uh,
whiskey. Yeah, you know, give me. I'm gonna make
You're
it like.
gonna put really,
Yeah, I'm gonna make it a little whiskey sour-y.
really.
Yeah.
It's
Wait, I
also
wanna
bourbon.
try it.
It's bourbon.
Well, you know,
I don't know if I want.
that's good
Ooh,
because
get
you want to
the
mix the
fancy
sour
shot
with the
glass.
sweet.
Ooh.
And
Flute it.
Lindsay gets the
It's so
gator.
pretty.
I would say when I'm 50 or 60, I want to get into whiskeys.
why wait?
When I'm 30, I want to get into whiskeys.
It's
I want to
better
have
than
enough
the
money
gin
when
I've
I'm
had
30
before.
to get into
Yep.
whiskeys.
That's a good point.
That's more of the limiting
Like,
factor here.
Yeah.
Describe it a little for the audience.
Yeah.
No, this is why I'm not on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but what did you think?
It was really smooth. Like
Yeah.
the 2 like sips that I've had of your bourbon and then the gin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y-
No,
y-
come
we can't
closer
hear
to
you.
the
Look,
mic. The people
I'm
can't
looking.
hear you.
I'm
You're
looking.
creating more work for me in editing.
I'm sorry.
Oh, in that
alright?
case, Lindsay, go as far away as possible.
So very smooth for what you
Mhm.
thought gin would be.
Yeah. Well, no, I've had it before. Well, actually, not straight, but like, yeah, definitely better than I was expecting it to be.
Light and fluffy.
Yeah.
Light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy.
Right.
Sure, light and fluffy.
Yeah. No,
Chris
Jake
is just
Jake
nodding and
described it well.
agreeing.
As light and fluffy because it is as opposed to, I mean, we've had such rancid gins on this podcast
Oh
that
my
like
yeah,
God.
Sure.
compared to that, I mean, Burnett's at the time I thought was really good. I gave it like a 7
Yeah.
or a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, but
like-
if you had nothing better to compare it to, probably.
Exactly, I really didn't. I'd never really drinking any other gin straight, and I just had that, and now my eyes are open.
I wish I had to put the lemon juice in this.
Let me try it.
Now, I
The
was
lemon juice
questioning
is a-
you a little bit.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's like it's just a cheap whiskey sour. Not
Yeah.
cheap, but you know,
Lazy, really lazy.
lazy whiskey sour.
And
What
both.
actually isn't a
It's
whiskey
also
sour?
bourbon.
Uh,
Listen to our podcast and you
Oh
know.
my god! Give me a break. I'll
Lindsay
do it.
doesn't-
No, I
I'll
don't
do it
think we've
when
ever
it's
had a whiskey sour.
No,
That's
you were
because we
saying
never
about
have
it
all
before.
of the.
Let's just listen to the podcast on the way home.
Oh god.
That's a
no.
good idea.
No,
Yeah.
it's a bad idea. We have like a 2.5-hour road trip.
Yeah, that's
In,
three,
like,
4
days.
podcasts.
Oh yeah, wait, that's true. I was thinking it was like 5 hours.
That's what I was thinking too.
Well,
but-
you can listen to them on the way home.
Yeah, but then I have to use data.
Oh,
It's actually not that bad.
you're right.
All
not
right,
that
all
bad,
right. Give
'cause
it back. Give it back.
Well, I mean, it's not that bad because it's really
I
good
think
bourbon.
it's better
Yeah.
than whatever you had before.
Really?
Yeah,
What did you have before?
just all the
Oh,
rums.
just
Yeah.
the straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That stuff's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
good.
really, it's
And
really
I
good.
hate Jack Daniels. Like I
This
literally.
is bourbon, not whiskey.
Well, yeah,
So
that's
it's
true.
like it's different.
This is
You
also
can
twice
taste-
as expensive as Jack
Exactly.
Daniels.
But like I hated that, and I actually would like drink that again.
And this is
If you could afford it.
twice as
If I could afford
expensive as Burnett's.
Yeah. No, more. It was
Yeah.
twice as expensive, but this is also like 40% the size.
So
Yeah.
essentially, for this podcast, the main thing is we bought things that are twice expensive because the Absolute for a handle would be twice expensive as like
Yeah.
twice expensive as what? I mean, we said like 36 for it.
And probably even closer to 40.
Yeah, so it'd be
No,
twice as. Oh no, we said like 42.
Yeah.
It'd be twice as expensive as doing it in New Amsterdam.
The handle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much was the handle?
We
20.
got it for $19.99, but we were like, that was
For a
definitely a
handle
sale.
in
Yeah.
Amsterdam?
It was definitely a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So it's twice as much as say Svedka.
Yeah.
You know. So this is the podcast of expensive things.
Yeah. And like
Yeah.
my
The
bullet
celebration
again,
podcast.
assuming that
Yeah.
the handle's actually 60, is 3 times as expensive as Heaven Hill.
Jeez.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Heaven Hill was really good.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, again, I don't know if I appreciate bourbon whiskey, bourbons.
Yeah,
and
I
whiskeys.
know. I definitely don't appreciate
Yeah.
bourbons as much.
As
Like
you should.
the
Yeah.
thing is, that was really good, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's like
It's-
mind blowing.
Yeah, no,
you know,
that's
because
fair.
I don't know enough. Like if I had
That's true.
Where the-
experience with it.
Where like you had, or to bring it back to gin, where you just have crappy gins, and then you've had a good gin, and it's
Right.
just like, oh.
And, yeah, no, and I think
That's
we've
what
talked.
it's supposed
I
to
think
taste
we've
like.
talked about it. As far as gins. Gins, you notice the difference. Whiskeys, like cheap whiskeys, are still pretty good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, because they're
Apparently.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Apparently, just because they're whiskey. I mean, everything we've had, Philadelphia, Fleischmann's even wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know, like, so like that. I mean, we're coming up on time
So-
for our final things. We just hit probably like 52, 53 minutes. I started that late.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean,
We can't give ratings because again we always take price into account for ratings, and obviously right now we're completely blowing our price.
We'll give
Yeah.
we'll give ratings for taste, and I mean like
Okay, yeah.
So not including price
Mhm.
because obviously
Oh, let's
The
do,
Bulleit
let's
would-
all
would
do each
suffer.
other's. too.
Yeah, because obviously we're all gonna be like, I love this.
yeah we're all
Yeah,
gonna
obviously
do
they're gonna-
3 ratings here.
They're all gonna be better than everything else you've had so far.
Yeah.
You were introduced, so
Absolute is definitely the best vodka I've ever had.
That's good to know. I take that. to
Again,
heart.
I'm not gonna say I'm necessarily gonna give like a numerical rating because I'm very far out of my like
range.
my range for being able to compare it.
Well,
so I'm gonna give
I
more,
want to give a numerical rating for Bulleit. So
Okay.
give a numerical rating for Absolute.
Again, like considering like the price, like a 9. Like for
Yeah.
how much? Well, yeah, maybe
No
8.5.
price, no price involved.
Yeah.
Just straight taste.
straight taste.
Straight taste. If you have the money to blow on something tasteful.
So make this just as far as vodkas go.
Yeah,
I
as
think
far as
that's the
vodkas
easiest way
go,
of doing
yeah,
this.
as far as vodka go, I'm sure there can be better. So I'm gonna give
There
it like
are
an
better.
8.5 to 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, Jake.
No, like do.
Oh, yours?
Yeah, no, do everyone's is one.
And Jake, for gins, I'm gonna give yours like again, I definitely liked Zing better, and Zing is also cheaper. Goodbye, Chris.
The girls
Oh,
are
goodbye,
leaving.
goodbye, Lindsay. They're
Bye.
leaving. So I'm gonna give Jake's an 8
8.
because it was very smooth, but there really wasn't a lot of flavor. But
I will. Yeah.
if the
that's true.
aesthetic is a 10,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Jake's is by far the most aesthetic.
like you were saying before, like
Mm.
that the pink got you hard,
Yeah.
like right.
Oh yeah.
The pink
So-
the pink is getting me a little hard in just a regular bottle.
The pink
Yeah.
wink wink. But
like it's still very pink.
yeah.
Like,
So
but I
mean-
also like the very faint.
Oh, it's so nice. It's
Mhm.
so nice.
Together,
But
they-
it's the thing is,
together they
it,
complement
it's
each other.
the thing is, obviously you guys,
Mhm.
the listeners can't see it, but in the bottle, it's already pretty faint.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's not a screaming at you hit.
Yeah,
pink
it's
hitting you in
still
the face.
obviously very, very see-through and translucent. It's not like opaque
But
or anything.
in the gin and tonic, it just has this special like you
Little
look at it for
glow.
a
It has
second,
a
you're like,
glow.
oh, that's a clear glass, and then you look at it for a second, and you're just like, oh.
Like in a dark room, you might not notice.
No. In a dimly lit room,
Yeah.
which is surprising because Stony Brook's notorious for shitty lighting.
Well, we took the cap off of your.
Yeah, shut up. I'll do it.
We took the cap off of your light, so we
Yeah.
have really bright lighting now.
It broke. I broke it the other night.
That always happens.
I broke it when after we recorded 2 podcasts and I was pretty fucking drunk. So
Yeah,
I
sounds better.
think I was trying to put it back on. I can't imagine what else I was trying to do
Yeah.
with it at 1 a.m.
Yeah, good point.
So
Anyway, your rating for Bulleit.
yeah, this is gonna be a particularly long rating segment.
Oh, my rating for Bulleit, again, this is my favorite whiskey. It's probably my favorite alcohol that I've had, so,
10.
I'm going to give it the 10.
Yeah.
Obviously, I love me
Oh,
some Bulleit.
I was about to say before I was saying like that's your favorite bourbon, so I'm assuming you're giving it like a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, at the very-
or a 10.
Yeah. All right, so, Nick, your turn for ratings.
All right, I'll start with Jake. That is the best. Oh, I really hesitate to say it's the best gin I've ever had because I had the Zing. I'm gonna go with Canute and say the Zing was better. Aesthetically, again, perfect 10, but I will say 9 out of 10 for that because solely because when I normally have gins, there's a little bit of a recoil. I like the taste of gin. I actually like the taste of gin more than probably every other liquor. I just like vodka better.
Yeah.
But the straight up taste, I would say gin's the best.
Mm-hmm.
When it's done right.
When it's done right.
Yeah. It can be done wrong.
It very easily can be done
Very
wrong.
easily.
We've experienced the
Yeah.
done wrong part.
Mhm.
But I would say 9 out of 10 for that. Because it just I took the half shot or whatever and it was there and gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the mark of a really good alcohol is it's there and gone. Or at least a very good gin and or vodka.
Yeah.
Because rum and whiskey are supposed to kind of taste.
And then
more.
where like if you get into it a little, you can
taste
sort of
the
taste the
substance.
notes, if
Yeah.
you will, to bring up
Mhm.
wine.
The
terms.
notes, yes,
Yeah.
the wine notes.
Yeah.
All right,
So what's the number you're giving it?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? Okay.
Bulleit.
I'll say for the Bulleit, if you will. It's a really good bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real good bourbon. I'll say if I give Heaven Hill, I took the Heaven Hill down a notch or 2.
Mm-hmm.
I gave Heaven Hill, I'll give them 9.5.
Really? Because you were saying how you weren't super crazy about it earlier, but
I would say I
but
took it.
you're not as into whiskey.
I'm not into whiskey, so I took it and I tasted everything that I could say.
Yeah.
Like, if I was more into whiskey, that would make this podcast so much better because I could talk about all the things I tasted in that.
Yeah.
Because I tasted so many different things.
Mhm.
But I'm not as experienced in whiskey, so I can't just,
Mhm.
talk about that stuff as much. I can't put words into it. So that's why I give it a 9.5 because it's just, there are so many layers to that.
Yeah.
And it is just so intricate in the taste.
Yeah.
Before
You want more?
I want one more before I give my rating.
Yeah,
Jake put a...
Well,
Yeah.
Nick's still got to give his rating of Absolute, which,
Yeah.
again, I don't know why we're giving ratings of our own, because we're all probably... Well, except for Jake, who's never had the pink before.
Yeah.
I would say...
Thank you, Canute.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
no, now for Absolute, my baby.
Yeah.
When I pulled this out, when we started the podcast, we didn't mention it, but I was hugging the bottle of Absolute.
Oh, I've been, cradling this,
Yeah.
as a child, for at least 20 of the minutes
I mean,
aggregate.
Absolute makes me so happy. Because I just, and it reminded me tonight, I haven't had straight Absolute
Mhm.
in probably a year and a half, 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my favorite vodka then.
Yeah.
Still my favorite vodka now.
Oh,
10
no,
out of 10.
it's a really good vodka.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Because it just
You
reminded
haven't
me.
had much to challenge it though. Is the other?
Well, no, that's
Yeah.
true. I haven't had much of a higher class. I've had Stoli since
Mhm.
and I still This is me and Jake's big divide on it is whether Stoli or
What we're gonna try and figure out is if you're a Svedka person, if you prefer Stoli more, and if you're a Smirnoff person, if you prefer Absolute.
yeah, because that's where me and Jake line up on vodkas.
Yeah.
But absolutely. That's a hard sentence to say. reminded me why it's my favorite vodka.
Nick, I've got a question for you.
You do.
If you already know the answer, just tell me. Is this a potato or a grain vodka?
I don't know. It's grain.
Okay.
It's grain.
All right.
Which is, part of the reason why I kind of, when I started to drink more freshman year, I almost said high school. I started drinking sophomore year of high school. When I started drinking more liquors freshman year of college, I had Absolut was one of my first, and that's why I kind of fell in love with it. You know, it was one of my first. I didn't have a lot of experience with it, so I just kind of hit it, and I was like, wow, that was really fucking good.
Yeah.
So, and then, but again, everything I've had since, all the vodkas, I've had probably 15 to 20 different brands of vodka. Nothing even comes close to Absolut. Not even Stoli. Stoli was good, but it wasn't. We'll probably do Stoli. If we do another expensive podcast, I might try Stoli.
Yeah.
Just for the comparison.
No, like, if we do another expensive podcast, I'm going to be the one spending all the money on the expensive gin.
Yeah, next semester.
Yeah.
It'll be
when you
your
graduate.
graduation podcast.
Oh, but that'll also be a birthday podcast for you.
It will be a birthday podcast for me.
Yeah,
Right.
all right. I don't have to spend any money.
And then you
I'm gonna come ball into Heaven Hill.
Oh,
then you would probably buy like an equal price gin, and then Nick would get Stoli because it's the same level.
No, dude. If it's my birthday podcast, I'm getting something better than Stoli.
Got to get that Grey Goose.
I don't know about Grey Goose, but
Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Head vodka.
how much did you say that was?
I think it's about the same price as the Absolut. Maybe like another
Maybe I'll try it then.
5 to 10.
I'll see what Dan Aykroyd with the fucking Ghostbusters have to come out with vodka. So, 10 out of 10 for the Absolut, Jake. We're running a little.
Oh, we're like well over an hour.
That's okay.
Anyway, Canute, I had to take another shot because I just had to make sure.
It's okay. While you do, I'm gonna take another shot of your gin. So.
No problem. Eye for an eye, if you will.
Now I feel like I have to take a shot for both of them.
Shut up.
My tongue does this weird thing when I had it, where it kept on
where
going.
You can't taste it.
Where it kept on like it kept on trying to swallow more.
What do
you know what I mean? Like I was just trying to go.
Because it was so good, you just wanted to have more.
No, it's just like my tongue, if layers, if you will. Like it was, like kept on trying to like see if there was more for it to take in because it was like a little bit of a burn.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that was still like the case, if you know what I mean. Heaven Hill didn't make me do that. So that's what my main comparison between the two is. I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing for bourbons.
I would say probably good.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying is I think that's a good thing.
More complex
which
flavor.
is why I'm saying it's a 9 to 9.5.
Okay.
Damn. All right.
Yeah. Like it's I think like we've said, me and Nick aren't bourbons people.
Yeah.
I've had Heaven Hill, Jim Beam, Bulleit. Jack. Yeah. Evan Williams.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, for those of you, I don't think we ever said it, but our practice, we did one practice podcast before we started recording things, and it was Evan Williams, I think, right? Or was it?
Maybe, I don't know.
No, Jim Beam.
It was Jim Beam, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So, yeah, that was our practice. But, so what would you say for your gin? I mean,
no.
Or you gotta read the Absolut.
Absolut. So, we've been talking about all of this. Absolut versus Stoli. I've never had that much Absolut before. I've had 2 liters of Stoli.
Yeah.
It's just more like what I've been drawn to.
Tell me it changed your mind.
I messed up the thing, so half shot.
You want a half shot? Alright, cool.
Oh, sorry, I spiked it a little.
No, don't worry.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Just more work for me. Alright.
I've been the one cresting the most half shots, but
that was not a half shot. That's at least a 2/3 shot.
It's Absolut. I'm going to drink more and get a better opinion of it, you know?
I thought you meant get him fucked up.
I mean, that too. Jake's funny when he's fucked up.
Oh, I love fucked up Jake.
if we release
Hospital
the last,
Jake.
Hospital Jake, if we release the last podcast, then we'll see all of us fucked up.
God. So smashed.
Yeah. So how'd that go down? Pondering.
9.
9.
9 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay. Where would you? I mean,
I
we're probably
don't-
gonna do Stoli, but
Yeah.
I mean, since we just talked about the comparison, where would you put Stoli as compared to that 9.5? 9.
No, I might put it equal.
Okay.
Really?
You might have to
Okay.
do
No,
like
like,
you have
I'm
to do a
saving-
side by side.
Yeah, I have to do a side by side. I'm bad with liquor taste, so I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't tell. But it's.
Mm.
I'm drunk now, so.
I will say this
Oh,
is
I'm
funny
not
because
sober.
Jake took a shot at Absolute before the podcast.
No,
When
I didn't.
you took a crack at it, and you were like something like, "I wish we had Stoli" or
Oh,
something.
oh yeah,
some
no,
shit. Like, what'd you
I
say?
took a crack at it. It was just like, oh, this got be shit.
Yeah,
So-
you
so-
fucker, and then you rate the same thing as Stoli. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
No,
So-
no. Like I said, like it. I never had Absolute. Like I've had Absolute Peach, I think, and that's really it.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is a long fucking podcast, so get to your gin. You fucking Stoli drinker.
It's not the best gin I've had.
Mm.
I agree with you guys. The Zing is tasteful, but this is if you want to try things.
Mm-hmm.
The pink gin is something to try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's the
Yeah.
kind of thing like you bring to a party, and all the biddies are gonna be around you because it's pink. You're like, oh
Yep.
my god, it's pink? Oh my...
And it doesn't taste like any like.
yeah, you're gonna be like,
these-
it's yeah. It,
like if you just cover up the like.
Ah, but it says gin in 2 places. What are you
it
gonna
says,
cover up?
gin all over
Yeah.
the place. You can
It
still
says
tell them it doesn't
gin.
taste like anything.
Yeah.
Like if you
And
just
girls,
go like.
girls don't like a gin and tonic too.
Oh, it says
Val
it
used to
all
drop
over-
panties for a gin and tonic.
Mhm.
It says it all fucking over the place. Like you have to go like that pretty much.
Maybe
You're
because
like,
they know it doesn't taste like gin, so they have to really advertise it.
Yeah.
That may be why.
But still, just like having it around, like you're making cool looking drinks. Girls are gonna be all up on
It's something to like give to people and be like, and then you like give it and be like, try it. Just like, why is it pink? Just try it.
Mhm.
They take it. They haven't like they just tried it and it's just like, oh, that's gin.
Yo, if,
Yeah.
if I get into the Columbia LSE program for grad school, when I come back from my year in London, I'm gonna like have a little bit of a British accent. I'm gonna roll around with pink gin and just see if like a British accent and pink gin can get me women.
That you,
It will.
Probably.
That's
will,
a really
yeah.
good formula.
That's actually a good plan.
But I've had, I think I've mentioned so far the best gin I've ever had is Plymouth Navy Strength.
Yeah, you mentioned it. You
Yeah.
definitely mentioned it before
Yeah.
the podcast, but I think you mentioned it in another one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Plymouth Navy Strength. It's 55%, 110 proof,
Mm.
smooth.
I came really close to, instead of buying this, buying a small batch of makers that's cask strength. I did air quotes there because that's what they call it. Basically, because like when it comes out of the cask, they then water it down a little to make it like 45% or 47 or whatever. So it's a really small batch. You can tell because it has the percentage handwritten in pen on it, and it was listed as 55.7, so 111.4 proof.
Wow,
Strong ass shit.
that would have been fun.
Yeah, the only reason I went with Bulleit was because I wanted to go with something that I knew, and because if I know, it's easier for me to talk about.
It's easier for me to talk about things I don't know, which is why.
Also, I was worried that
I
wouldn't even
think-
taste good. It would just be
for
alcohol.
my official rating for Zing as well, since we're on here, because I've had the most of it.
And we're
It-
probably not going to have Zing on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Zing is a 9.5, and I would hate to go off book. The Gin Lane is like a 9.4.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
close?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And
So-
like it's a very it's a close, it depends on what you prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most of us prefer the taste of gin.
Yeah.
I like the taste of gin.
Yeah.
It surprised me a little.
Yeah.
I expected, going into it, I was like, this is just going to be worse than what it
Yeah.
actually is. Like, it's pink,
Mm.
and it's expensive,
Mm.
and it's going to be brunettes.
Actually, here's a good point, Nick. Real quick, what do you and I both give Zing as?
Oh, Zing. If I said a 9 for the pink gin, I would say 9.3 or 4.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might give the Zing also a 10. Like I
You
said,
give the Zing a
when I
10.
tasted when I tasted Zing, I was like, that was like having sex with Val for the first time.
Right, that's true. You did say that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give that a 10.
Huh.
So I think, honestly, out of including the Zing, the 4 alcohols, between our general consensus, if you're looking for something to buy to celebrate, Zing 72 is
72.
honestly the correct answer.
Or Bulleit Bourbon.
Bulleit Bourbon also got the
Zing
next size
72
rating.
comes with a cup.
Zing
Oh,
72
it does.
comes with a
Sure.
cup. Zing 72 is a lot cheaper than Bulleit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that might be. I mean,
Probably
they're
Zing
both.
72.
They're also both beautiful bottles. The other thing is, people are going to be more likely to like want to sip on the bourbon and like drink it straight the way you would for a celebration. You got to convince people to try to take gin straight. Otherwise, really making a gin and tonic with it is kind of wasting expensive gin usually.
And unless you want the prettiness.
Oh my god, yeah, the pink.
I would
pink
not at all.
tonic.
I would not at all waste Zing on a gin and tonic.
Yeah, I would not.
No.
But if you're,
Yeah, and also
Blasphemy.
like this is something that people would probably take a shot from.
yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Like you look at this and you're just like that's a shot bottle.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be great shots right here.
All right.
All right, we should wrap up.
Well,
here.
we're wrapping up.
So we should talk about our winter plans for right now.
Okay.
As far as like what we're putting out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we tried our hardest, but you know, the finals got in the way and shit. We were busy. So
There will be one missing week, right?
Yeah, one missing week, which will most likely be the week before we get back to school.
So the week of whatever January.
Or should we make it
teens
the
is.
Yeah.
week of Christmas?
We could make it the week of Christmas. Fuck it, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
But well, there's gonna be over our winter break, which is 4 or 5 weeks long, a missing week.
Mhm.
Now, all of you beloved listeners,
This is.
I won't say goodbye to Canute, but
I'll be around.
he'll be around.
He'll be around.
Replacement pending.
We have a surprise, if you will.
I don't even know what the surprise is.
I don't even know what the surprise is.
It's just words.
It's just.
It's just
All right.
words. Yeah, that's what we do
This
here.
this has been the Liquor Run podcast. I'm Canute.
I'm Nick.
And I have been Jake.
Have a good winter break for those of you going on it.
Blah, 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 blah.
This has been our celebration expensive liquor episode, and we will see you all
Never
next time.
actually buy this unless you're celebrating.
Oh yeah, no, it's way too expensive
Yeah,
now.
disclaimer.
Yeah, we will see you all next time.
Drink responsibly.